The last major thing that we're going to do with tangent problems are these walk-around problems. So the walk-around problems have to do with a triangle that has this circle inscribed in it. If the circle is inscribed, then it's inside the triangle, and that also means that it is tangent to each of the three sides of the triangle. Okay, so here for this particular problem, we know that the perimeter of the triangle is 54 inches. We know this piece here is 8, and this piece down here is 10, and we want to find AB, which is this side of the triangle on the right. Well, let's remember the basic things that we know about tangents, and that is that from this point up here, there are two tangent segments. So if this one is 8, well, this one is 8 also, because those tangent segments are congruent. From this point over here on the left, there are two tangent segments. This piece here is 10. That means this piece has to be 10. From this third vertex of your triangle, we do have two tangent segments, but we don't know what either of them is. So let's say this is x, and remember, they're the same. So here is x. So now we have all of the pieces that make up the perimeter of this triangle, and the perimeter is 54. So we can write a great big long equation. We'll have 8 plus 8 plus 10 plus 10 plus x plus x. And that is all equal to 54. So this is 16, 26, 36 plus 2x is equal to 54 minus 36 from both sides gives us 18. Divide by 2, and x is equal to 9. This is 9, and this is 9. So I know we solve an equation, we feel like we're done, but just remember to go back and check out what the question is asking, and they want us to find the length of segment AB. It said find AB. So that's 8 and that's 9, then AB is equal to 17. Okay, so that's how to do that one. Let's do a couple more. Here's number 2. So we want to find the perimeter of this triangle now. So if I want to find the perimeter, then hopefully I can find all, again, 6 of the pieces. I'm going to start up here on top. This piece on the left is 7. That's 7. Down here, this piece is 8. So that's 8. This entire segment here is 15. So the segment on the right is 15, the left is 13. This one down here I don't know because I don't know this piece. I can find it from this segment here. The entire thing is 13, and this section of it here is 7. Well, 13 minus 7 leaves me with 6, and this is 6 here. So then this entire segment across the bottom is 6 plus 8, which is 14. So if I want the perimeter, then 13 plus 14 plus 15, that's 30, 42. The perimeter is 42. Over here, number 3, very similar. So as soon as they give you one of these tangent pieces, right over here, the other one is also 8. This guy is 9. This guy is also 9. I do not know either of these. So just like we did in that first one, I'm going to call both of them x. That's exactly what happened up here. Almost the exact same numbers too. But here we have a triangle perimeter of 47. So add up all of these external pieces, set it equal to 47. So this plus this, well, that's 16, and that is 18. I'm just chopping some of this down. X plus x is 2x, and that is going to be equal to 47. So 47 minus 18, and minus, I should have my calculator over here, minus 18 minus 16, that's going to be 13. So 2x is equal to 13 divided by 2. And x is equal to 6.5. Is that what they wanted? Find AB. Nope. So now I have to go back to AB because that's what they want. And that means that I have to do 9 plus the 6.5, which is 15.5. There we go. So always go back and read. All right. Now we have these last couple, which I'm not going to do these two because these answers are written out for you in the answer key. So these two are for you to do after we complete this video. I'm going to do a few more other ones that look like this. Okay, so for this one, we give you the 1, 2, 3 sides. And again, for number 5, you're given all 3 sides. And you're asked to find one of these smaller pieces, actually. And when you find one, you can find them all. And I'm going to show you how to do this. So what we are going to do are more problems like this, but different ones. So hang on to these two. You can try these on your own after and check answers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal problem number 2. And I'm going to copy it over here. So here's my little number 1 if you want to number yours however you want. But I am going to say, okay, we already solved this one, but I'm going to say the segment on the left is 13. This. The segment on the bottom is 14. The segment on the right is 15. And I want to find this top left piece. The answer is 7. We already know what the answer is, but 13, 14, 15, what if we didn't know? So now when we get 7, we're going to feel pretty good about ourselves because we'll know we got it right. Sometimes when we learn something new, it's kind of nice to know what the answer is and be convinced that that's the answer ahead of time. Okay, so now this one looks like 3 and 4 on the bottom of the other page. This is the story. If this is x, well, you know what? So is that. The other thing is, if this is, I'm going to make up a number, if this is, say, 3, the entire thing is 13, what would this side down here be? If this is 3, I know you're telling me 10, and what you're actually doing in your head, think about if you had to use a calculator to get the answer, you would be doing 13 minus whatever I said. Over here, if I told you that this was 2, what if I said that was 2? This is 15. What's this? Well, you're going to say it's 13 because you subtracted from the total of 15. You subtracted whatever number I said, and that's x. So now we have these two pieces. Flip them over down here. So these two guys here are the same, those external tangents. This is 13 minus x. These two pieces here are also the same. So that's going to be 15 minus x. And now this, since we started up here and walked around to the bottom, we met here at 14, that's going to give you your equation. These two pieces, when you add them together, will equal 14. So 13 minus x plus 15 minus x is equal to 14. That's 28. Whoops. Minus 2x is equal to 14 minus 28 is minus 14 divided by negative 2, and x is equal to 7. X equals 7. You know this piece is 7, then this is going to have to be, let me put in some color. So if this is 7, you know that this one here has to be 6. That's how we get 13. Then this piece is 6. Well, here's 7 here. So 7 from 15 leaves you with 8. That means this piece has to be 8. And look, 6 and 8 does give you 14. And that is, by the way, exactly what we had here. The 7s, the 6s, and the 8s. So it all worked out exactly correctly, and we knew that it would. Okay, so let's do number 2. So number 2, we'll do one where we don't already know the answers, and let's use the numbers 23 and 27 and 26. And this is going to be the entire length here, here, and here. And we are going to look for that x over there. So, if this is x, then this is x. If that piece is x, then this is the rest of whatever is left over after you subtract it from 26. It's the same every single time. It's the number minus what this piece is. The number 23 minus what x is. So over here, this piece is 23 minus x. This piece is 26 minus x. And that is how we get our last equation. So we're going to start over here where our x is and walk around to the opposite side. 23 minus x plus the other piece, which is 26 minus x, is equal to 27. 23 and 26 is, what is that, 49 minus 2x is equal to 27. Breaking out the calculator so I don't make a mistake here. I'm going to do 27 minus 49. And that's negative 22 divided by negative 2. And x is equal to 11. Coming back over here, x is 11. If x equals 11, then I can say that's 11. Then this piece right here would be 15. Well, this is 11, and 11 and 20 from 23, that would be 12. So this piece has to be 12, this piece has to be 15, and 12 plus 15 is equal to 27. So we can check our answers for all of these. One last one. If you need to do your own practice, this is how I make them up. And you can make them up also. Just come up with some nice numbers. Maybe this piece over here is 5. So you know what? Then this piece has to be 5. Maybe this down here is 7. So then this over here also has to be 7. And maybe this is 11. So that guy also has to be 11. So with a problem like this, what we have on the left side is 12. On the right side, you have, 16. 11, that's 16. And across the bottom, you have 18. So 12, 16, 18, and then make up a number. I don't know, x would be this piece down here. And when you solve this problem, you'll get 11. So it's going to be x, 16 minus x, 16 minus x. That's x. This is 18 minus x, 18 minus x. There is your equation. 18 minus x and 16 minus x combined has to give you 12. So 18 and 16, that's 20, 34 minus 2x is 12. Negative 2x is equal to, here we go again, negative 22, oh, deja vu, we just did that, divided by this, and x is equal to 11. And there we have it. I have to stop because I ran out of room.